just finished up lunch/dinner at a really good restaurant.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was really good.
Yeah, came
Amazing.
highly recommended in a Facebook group. So we're in Liberia, making a trip out of it with another trip to Walmart for some food. And we are about to kick off our second week here in Costa Rica.
It's so great. I'm so excited for this week. Last week was so fun doing like a really epic boat tour, but this is going to be fun. We're going to wander into the forest this week.
See a volcano. I think we're just feeling a little bit more comfortable about where to go and just knowing what to expect to find at the grocery store. Like last week we didn't even know what to make a grocery meal list about because we just didn't even know what was there. So it's kind of nice to feel like we know a little bit about what to do.
Know where to go, how the Wi-Fi works, all that stuff.
And just how friendly people are. I don't know, people are just awesome.
That's true.
I'm definitely gonna finish this.
For sure, our biggest highlight from week 2 was something that totally came out of the blue. We had something else scheduled for the day, but we found out that on that day, the Arribada was happening. And the Arribada is this thing that happens in a couple places all over the world where all of a sudden thousands of turtles come out of the ocean onto the beach, lay eggs, and go back out.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm in some Facebook groups and somebody posted in there, the turtles are here, and usually it only lasts about 3 days. And they never know how many turtles you're gonna see, so you've got to get a move on it.
I was like so crossing my fingers that we'd be able to see this in Costa Rica, but I had already decided it probably wasn't gonna happen.
I mean the chance is so slim
to find out
that the timing would all work. So we drove about an hour and a half. We met our Costa Rica guide, and then we followed them down one of the craziest roads that we've ever been in on our life. And I've got to say, it's a good thing it was dark out because we didn't actually see how bad some of those bridges were. They would never have passed. Potentially even for walking bridges in the US. I mean, they were bad.
It was great.
So we drive a couple of hours. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere. And we get out and we meet our guide from the national park, who only spoke Spanish. So our Costa Rican guide was able to kind of help translate some of the things that he was saying. He was our little turtle expert.
Yep. We all have our red lamps on because it's like, I think our tour was at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. So it was pitch black because sunset sets really early here. And we go out on the beach and the footage is really bad because we only have these little red lights, but it was so cool. Like we start walking and you could like only see like 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah, but even before we as we enter on the beach, we are in the middle of nowhere and we just walk out to this sky that is stunning.
It was incredible.
We've been to a lot of dark places in the States. Never seen anything like this dark space here in Costa Rica. I mean, stars were everywhere. I mean, my mouth just dropped.
So amazing. So we start walking and like you start seeing these groups of people that are sort of gathered near a turtle that are laying eggs. And I'm like, oh, there's one. And the guide's like, no, we're going to go find our own. And sure enough, like we find this turtle that's, crawling out of the water and digging a hole.
Yeah.
It is so amazing to watch the whole thing happen. Like it comes up, it finds a spot and it just uses its flippers to dig this, fairly deep hole.
Yeah.
And then it starts laying eggs, like 100? What?
80. I think 80 eggs is pretty typical for a sea turtle.
And just like, no care in the world, like just laying eggs, like we're not all there watching it, right? And then it covers up the eggs and it does this maneuver where it like lifts itself up and slams its shell down on the spot so that it like packs the sand in, and then it spins around in circles and waves its flippers everywhere to make it look like there's no nest there because there's so many predators that come after these turtle eggs.
Yeah.
So cool.
I am fascinated. I've always been fascinated by sea turtles. They're amazing creatures to me. And I think one of the things that fascinates me so much is these sea turtles, they travel like halfway around the world, but then they come back every 2 years to the same beach that they were born to lay their eggs.
That's amazing.
Amazing to me. And the whole process, from the time that it takes that turtle to come up out of the ocean, find its spot, dig its hole, cover it up and go back, is definitely less than an hour. It's about 45 minutes. And to watch that entire process in person was amazing.
It was amazing. It was such a long drive back home. Like we didn't get back till like midnight. Our kids were zonked out. but just one of those memories that we will always keep with us.
Yeah.
So cool.
I wish we could have stuck around to see those little babies head back out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Someday. It's on my bucket list to see.
Still got a few
that.
more weeks in Costa Rica. Maybe we'll catch one.
Incredible though.
We're off to pick up Caesar, our lovely tour guide, to do a tour of 2 different volcanoes today. What are you guys hoping to see today?
Yeah.
Monkeys? Sloths?
Sloths are really hard to find, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Kitties?
We never know here because nature is unpredictable. The animals are free, they are in their natural habitat, and they are moving around.
Is it frog egg?
Yes. Trying turning around. It's trying to camouflage. Here, you see the eyes?
Cloud forest is one of the ecosystems in Costa Rica. It's super interesting. It always has like a fog over the whole area. And so even like as we're here, it's sunny, but at the same time it's raining. Everything's moist all the time. Now we have a tractor ride into the rainforest. This is amazing! Super cool! Hanging Bridge Tour. Check this out.
We're getting the real rainforest experience
Heck yeah!
in the rain.
Drop out of their mouth. They drop sometimes, and they fall on top of a tree. The shell of the tree, and then this is
Snake in this hole.
is there? Wow!
What do you guys think of this?
Scary.
Wow! So cool. What did you guys think of the walk up here?
Scary.
Really? Did you look up and see how tall the trees are?
Scary.
And how thick the vegetation is?
Scary.
So beautiful. I would have been disappointed if it would have been sunny when we go to visit the rainforest. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? What do you think of the rainforest?
Beautiful. A little terrified about the snakes.
Well, we better catch up then. Step 1,
Sauna?
sauna. This looks like a cave. Mud. Oh, Mika. What do you think of this?
It's not as smooth as I thought, actually.
It's really cold. 3 pools. Cold, warm, and then hot. How was cold? How was cold? Here, take this.
How cold? He just said in and out.
pool number 2 is supposed to be warm. Oh yeah, much better. Last but not least, now that's good stuff. What did you think of the Tamarindo Farmers Market?
A lot of gringos. 2 weeks ago, that would have felt very cross-cultural for us.
Yeah.
It's just funny how we are immersed in something even more cross-cultural, how that suddenly feels touristy.
Everything was in English and all the prices were in dollars. It was strange.
Yeah.